he is a Maryland student. He went. Did you say you went here before, or?
Yeah, I came here before, and then recently this semester I enrolled myself back in. I only had a few credits to finish off to get my bachelor's, and I feel like that's a big thing. Not only to prove to myself, but to prove to a lot of people out there with a dream that education is one thing that no one can take from you. That knowledge, and it's always a backup. So I feel like hopefully this will inspire a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. So what are you studying?
Right now I'm studying psychology. And, I did my minor in bio, so that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Any reason you picked psychology?
It's just all about the mind and just people in general, about yourself, and I feel like that's something I do well with, because that's what my music is about too, so I can relate to psychology as it can relate to me.
Has it affected any of your writing or anything like that?
Not really, because everything that's in the book or that I'm learning is almost like, since I've heightened myself so much spiritually, a lot of what I'm learning is almost like what I've already known. So it's kind of strange.
Okay. And how are you handling, I guess, your music career and school right now?
Before I thought insomnia was a bad thing, but I think it's actually helped me out, because just by not being able to sleep nowadays, I always have the pressure of music on me. When I'll be up at late nights, 2, 3 a.m., that's when I'll start my schoolwork. So it's half a notepad will be up, and I'll be writing a song, and then the other half will be some essay I'm doing or something like that, and I accidentally put some rhymes in the essay. But I'm separating it out well, and if you have the will, then there's always a way to do it, and that's how I feel.
Alright. Are you promoting yourself in classes or anything like that?
No, not at all. Like I said, I'm being really nonchalant. I'm acting like I don't even exist in the class. I go in there, do my work. I'm not trying to get in front of the whole crowd right now. I'm just trying to do my work in school, and then I'll be a musician as soon as I walk out that room. So.
But you have gotten some recognition.
Yeah, some recognition. I was telling you the other day, I was walking by, and this guy walks by me, and he's like, Sullee, and I was just like, yeah, he didn't know it was me, and he was like, Sullee J. He was like, what are you doing here? And I was just like, wow, it felt great. I'm not gonna lie, it feels great for someone to recognize you, because of so much work that I've put in.
So how much do you have left in your schooling?
Only about 11, 12 credits. So after this semester, I'll do probably a class in the summer, because I'm supposed to be going on tour as well, and then I'll finish it off in the fall and walk in, inshallah, So.
Alright, so another thing you're juggling besides school, I guess, in your life is, yeah, kind of whatever, whoever, as long as whoever's talking has it. By the way, we're sharing one mic, so it's going back and forth a little bit. But another thing, like I said, you're juggling is in your life is your music and your religion. And I know you're Muslim.
Correct.
So we were talking before, and we were talking in the studio about how there's kind of a conflict between Islam and religion. How do you handle that?
Islam and music?
I mean, yeah, Islam. That would be if there was a conflict between Islam and religion, that would be a big problem. But yeah, Islam and music. How do you handle that?
I love it, because I love proving people wrong, and I feel like music is not wrong. Music is universal. It's universal language. So you got me messed up now. It's a music. It's a universal language, and I feel like even in Islam, it's not wrong unless you're being hypocritical to what you're writing. So I'm not here to make a song about drugs, hoes, money, or sex, or anything like that. I'm strictly speaking on a message, and even if it's not talking about the message from a Quran or politics, I'm talking about myself, my feelings, and how I feel in this music business. And I'm not using profanity in my music anymore. My whole new album that just came out, Vindication, it doesn't have one curse word on it, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with music and being a Muslim, as long as you portray it right. As long as you're not making songs that say Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, and then talking about girls in the next verse, or just totally disrespecting it, that's when it's wrong. But if you stay true to yourself, keep it clean, pious, humble, just righteous. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Alright, so I guess that also connects to how has your music been received in the Muslim community, especially in Pakistan where you're from?
See, right now I'm still trying to get more recognition in Pakistan. Because I'm mainstream out here in the U.S., because I've started my craft out here in the U.S., now I'm slowly turning towards Pakistan, and have talked with a few people so far that are setting up interviews out there as far as radio stations. You know, eventually I'm about to experience a whole new world, a whole new sense of criticism, a whole new sense of love. You know, hopefully next time when I come back here, I can talk to you about that. You know, one thing is, I'm being true to myself, and like I said, I've been being helped by God getting here, so I'm pretty sure I'll be helped by God getting through it. So when it does come, I'll be ready for it.
Alright, and so speaking of kind of reaching out to that base, you've done some charity work
Correct.
over there and in other places. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, you know, shout outs to, you know, Taqat. They're doing a lot for Pakistan. Even recently, they're doing, you know, charity work for the Japan relief. You know, they raised over $50,000 for the flood victims, and that's amazing. You know, shout out to Uzma. She's doing a lot. Great heart. We're doing in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. We plan to build the first school there since the earthquake. You know, shout outs to Hunter. Shout outs to Tony. You know, we're all a team. I'm the spokesman. Right now we're getting all that set up. And, you know, I did a song for this charity in Indonesia called Maria Monique. And, you know, hopefully in the future I'll be visiting.
Alright, so how did you get involved in that charity? Because you don't see a lot of rappers who are deeply involved in, you know, kind of charities like that. So how did you get involved?
Because my music is all about a message, you know, it all kind of just, as I started making it, I kind of, you know, sent my music to several charities, and I've always wanted a charity of my own, because I like doing stuff like this, and just because they picked up on my music, they liked the message, you know, they gave me the chance to actually work with them, to actually be affiliated, and, you know, it's a blessing, because, like, I love the fact that I'm able to help, and even if it's just through words right now, it's making such a difference in people's lives, that too.
Alright, so speaking of poetry, I guess we talked about this a little bit, and you said you don't kind of have major writing influences, but what was like the last book you read that kind of, you know, blew your mind?
Man, it's hard because I don't even read books like that. It's like I do a lot of research online and things, and even when I do read books, it's hard because I'm a writer, so it's like I'm always writing. But, you know, I was telling you about, like, Langston Hughes. He's an author, you know, I look up to just by it because I know he was sent off to do, like, I believe his business school. His parents sent him, and then instead he just wanted to be a writer, so that's what he did. And that's kind of how I feel in a way too, you know, like, I went to school and, you know, my parents wanted this, but then I just love what I do so much, and I feel like I'm going to make a difference with my writing, and I'm doing that. So, you know, he's kind of one of my influences as a writer.
Right, and as far as musically, who are some of your influences?
Musically, you know, there's artists like Tupac, definitely. There's DMX, there's Mos Def, Talib Kweli, there's, you know, Lupe Fiasco, there's Immortal Technique. You know, there's a lot of people out there who's got a purpose, who, you know, put real content in their music, and that's what I'm attracted to. So those are some artists I really look up to.
Okay, content-wise, I guess more so, who's the artist, or at least the song that you just kind of connect with?
Who's the artist?
Either one, or a song if you have one.
Content-wise, DMX. Yeah, X is just somebody who you can hear him crying in his music even if he's not crying, and that's just, you know, I feel bad for what they're doing to him right now, and that's a whole nother subject. But, you know, X is definitely one of those people that are realer than anybody in the industry right now.
Alright, and so, like you said, you have some stuff coming up this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said you're touring?
Correct. I'm supposed to be touring, supposed to be going overseas again. You know, we're planning that, and planning myself to keep doing these radio interviews, keep doing a radio tour. As far as this album Vindication, which you can get on iTunes, Amazon, MySpace, you know, just Google Sullee J, you'll find it, or go to SulleeJ.com, you can get it. supposed to be going on tour. You know, I'll be doing a lot more radio interviews. You'll see me in a bunch more magazines. You know, basically all hardcore promotion. And, you know, there might be a label for me in the future. There might not be a label for me in the future. So look out for everything. I'm always have a surprise for you, so.
Alright, so I think we might come back for another little segment. This is Raylyn B. We're here with Sullee J on DMVLive Radio. Stay tuned if you want to hear some more good music and stay in on this. I guess it's still cold outside, and I'm not sure if it's raining, but either way, you should probably be inside and listen to us. So stay tuned.
I'm trying to save cause. I would rather be the one that dies for the